you're back. I've thought about this a little bit. I don't know why the screen is not screening. Remove it. Add it. Screen capture. Okay. Of course, for whatever reason, every time we do this, we have to play resize the video shenanigans. So bear with me. Hey, there I am. Okay, so now we can get back to streaming this shenanigans-filled adventure. Looking at what we've got here, we don't have much battery to speak of. However, what we do have, we should make influential use of. So adapter 1, net network, allow VMs. You know, I may be messing with the network prematurely. Let's go show this host. I should log into it. And then let's see what it does. So within this host, let's run IPA. And we get, oh, hey, it's 3 dot. Okay, we're fine. I'm stressing for no reason. There's no real reason for me to be stressed or concerned about the accessibility of the host itself. Yeah. Because we know that we are bringing up a host that has 2 network cards. Let's delete one of the network cards and we'll mess with it another time. See what IP it lands on. Allow. Oh yes, allow and allow. So in looking at this, figuring network interfaces, yeah, the hard part. Do the hard part first. Configure it already. Okay. Oh my. We may have really wrecked this host. Yeah, let's presume we wrecked it. Let's destroy it. Let's bring it back up and see what IP it has without messing with this. This is why I love Vagrant, because presumably if it's working correctly, we should just be able to destroy it, bring it back up. There we go, connected to the host. It's building the host. And go. Vagrant. Oh, come on. Vagrant SSH. APA. 10.02.15. No. Totally separate network. Vagrant. Destroy. F. Huh. Second Nick with VirtualBox Vagrant file. Come on, HashiCorp. They're saying that this is the director we're looking for. I kind of see what we're going after. Okay. I could use another.
Huh?
One more, please.
One more? You want me to wait until it gets down a little bit and then bring it?
No.
No.
Thank you. I abandoned that beer. That one's gone. It's sad, but it's true. Don't really care. The private network is internal network VirtualBox. Let's see. VirtualBox hint net true. Versus
I'd rather do lower cabinets on the side of the bar that I can reach.
okay, let's see what that looks like. Is it even sensible? Would destroy let us destroy it?
Refrigerator that we hardly ever use. But to be able to
Thank you. Sorry, house rules. I abandoned that one.
You're good. Can we dump it out?
Thank you.
Get rid of
Yes.
it.
Starts a week from this. It's a pancake list. Yeah. A week from Tuesday. I just got a good word email and I was trying to remember what I read.
Okay, so this says it's a sensible configuration.
16th, so it's the first Sunday of Lent, so it has to be this coming week. Because
I just wonder what network it's going to connect to, given that we provided it NAT as the int net and NAT. I wonder if I need to tell it. This makes no sense because the attached to. But I digress.
Unless you're mustard is one, you gotta try it, but it's a lot to try. More try.
I should probably get something to munch on, but I figure that would be hella awkward with the microphone. I suppose I could configure a button. Is microphone, click to mute. How do we properties? No. How about advanced audio properties? You could probably add push to talk somehow, but I honestly don't know how. So what we've learned thus far are two things. First of all, VirtualBox requires that internal network to be specified to be able to communicate with itself. It can't hear itself think without it. Second of all, for some unknown reason, NAT in that drop down that we saw for the VirtualBox configuration is not the same as net network. The presumption is behind this, the thought process that I'm using is, the assumption I'm using is this host does not require connection to other hosts on the network named NAT. NAT network is the one I created that allows hosts to have both a connection out to the internet being natted out, as well as a connection sideways, so they can connect from one to another. Connect from one to another, connect out to the internet. So we're gonna take a look and see what it built. It's stuck on configuring and enabling network interfaces. Internal and NAT. This one just has net network. Oh man. So internal network NAT. How do I specify the name NAT? Internal network NAT. See, I think that would do it. Specifying int net and NAT. NAT network would probably do it. Let's kill what we're doing. Vagrant destroy it. Kill it with fire. Dash F. We destroyed it with fire, and we bring it up. And the host does what? Fortunately, this is not a long build, so it doesn't take, or at least we're not working on part of it that's requiring it to be fully built, so our failures should be readily evident very quickly. Once it brings up the host, we should know within seconds if that's a valid configuration, if that's a valid means by which to address the host. So key in it, let's see what it built. Hey, that did what we wanted. Internal network intnet, internal network natnet. And if we look, logistically speaking, we have network, internal network net, and internal network NAT network. Different purposes. Let's see if it will make it beyond this configuring and enabling network interfaces. The fact that it stalls here is kind of concern. Let's see if someone's done something similar and had similar results. VirtualBox. IntNet 1, IntNet 2. Yeah, it seems like a logical topology to make. I have no clue why it's taking forever. It is sitting here configuring and enabling network interfaces, which makes absolutely no sense, next to no sense. Let's see if we have... Get a shell going. Oh, whatever. Just give me a shell. It doesn't need to even be root. I just want to ping around. IPA, ping 10.0.3.3. That's resolve. 3.4, that's resolves. That pings, responds. 3.5. The presumption is it would land on 3.5. No pinging, or ping is disabled. That's a poor metric. So let's look at sitting and spinning. Okay, so it does. It sits and hangs. Or I didn't think about this at first. We could, since we know what network we want to land on, Control C, Vagrant destroy, yada yada. We have our host destroyed. We have no use for this one. This is a mirror of our first network. Let's note it as such. VirtualBox default first network. Save that. Now let's bring it up. Vagrant up. Alright, so we changed one parameter, kind of. We know that private network NAT shit. That doesn't do it. Does it? No. Destroy that. NAT. Network. Can't spell it because I can't do it. Take it up. This seems logical. IntNet NAT network. That is not rolling off the tongue. I need to drink more. Yeah, tastes like chocolate. Allow. Hey, there we go. Hey, that's something. There we are. Now we're cooking. So we call this our VirtualBox manually created VirtualBox manually created NAT for penetration testing purposes. So we'll go ahead and save that configuration, allow this stuff to go on. And as we allow this to roll, allow. Okay, it claims it finished the compiled catalog. Come on, finish your run. There you go. Alright, so now this host should be, reasonably speaking, configured. Allow. So we know that we should probably add a second one, because if you uncomment those three, you get one. Add a space for prettiness. Second. There we go. So that should be. Yes, that should be precisely what we're looking for. So let's do, just to be certain, Vagrant, SSH, IPA, and we should have a pile of interfaces here. Loopback interface, which is always there. That's ourself. You should always be able to touch yourself, presumptively, because you're home. I should be able to touch the next hop, which is the 2 dot. That's our. Oh. It does what we were trying to do with 2 stanzas in 1 stanza. It both instantiates a private network type DHCP, VirtualBox, IntNet, NAT, the first network, and it does the second network because we defined it. So it still knows its default network. It has a second network added. Config VM network, so ENPOS 8, ENP0S8 is INET 10035. So that's where we expected to land. Let's hop into our host here, log in, and ping our 5, and we get ICMP request replies very successfully and very consistently throughout this host. So now that we have got this portion of the host working correctly, It's safe to say that we could do host boop.com, and we could do 172 or 10.0.3.5, enter, and we hit allow. Wow, it's doing forwarding. We do it again. I forget the syntax of host. Maybe that's what's going on there. No, using domain name server 10035. So there may be a variety of configuration issues at play. The local host itself may be able to resolve. Yeah. Let's check that. So if we look at, is our local host able to resolve host poop.com 127. Let's just do local host. And we get allow. So we don't have the ability for it to do, yes, it can resolve it. The server is present. If we do system control SYSTM CTL status it's bind or some shit like that. Bind niner. Active running. So we know it's there. We haven't configured it accurately or sufficiently to be able to penetration test it quite yet. So going and looking at our configuration again, we have main.pp, listen on address any, forwarders, allow query, local nets. This doesn't make a whole hell of a lot of sense. 1.168.182 should be what's our IP space? We said 3.10. 10.0.3. So this would be 3.0.10. In address ARPA. File 3.0.10. There we are. So we've got that much aligned. And because we've messed with our Puppet manifest, let's do this. Cat, vagrant, Puppet, main.pp, manifest, main.pp, and we see that we've updated this. So let's rerun our Puppet. So we can do this. We can exit vagrant provision, provision with Puppet. And that should tell it, hey, just make that Puppet thing happen. And then we go back into the host, and the presumption is we should be able to do hostpoop.net. So now it's resolving locally. So that was a firewall open, able to connect, service responding, service not configured correctly. But we fixed the configuration in 2 stanzas. Not bad. So let's proceed with this. Let's presume we know nothing about the host and we want to learn a little bit more about the host. The first thing we do, we know we're on the network. We've successfully bypassed a router, or we have a foothold on the network. We have access to the machine unfettered. We're going to run. Okay, so one thing that we could do is we could pretend we don't know where the host is, and we could do that discover. Discover R10.03.30/24. Oh, yeah, I need to. sudo, and yeah. So we're going to run this command against the host, and we see we have a variety of hosts. We have the uplink host. How appropriate, we're at a German place and it's a German network card. 10032, 10033, which is ourselves, and 10035, which is the next host. No, not entirely. Anyway, doesn't matter. We know that we have IPA. We have the 4 dot address ourselves, which is not showing up in this list. So let's do nmap. We're not going to ping anything. pn to 0-o. We're going to identify anything running services wise. I'm sorry, identify versioning. All of it T4. We're going to throttle it. We're going to do send scan, and we're going to do port range 0 to 65535, and let that blend. Blast 10.0.3.5, which is, as we saw up here, 10.0.3.5. It's on our sub. It's a host within our subnet, so that we are able to access it and drink. All right, so we see we have THCP. Wow, that would be a hell of a drug. We have TCP 22 open, and we have TCP 53 open as expected. We have DNS, and we have our SSH, and that came back in about 20 seconds, less. Let's say that we didn't like life, and we wanted to use other tools. So ZenMap. I believe it uses Kali-like, or Kali-like, Nmap-like. You can tell I've been drinking, but not much. PN, and port scan none, SYNSCAN, and then, yeah, we're sitting here. 0 to 65, 5, 35. We do. Oh, there's no P option. There's no port option. And we need to do 10.0.3. Fine. ZenMap. Gods of ZenMap, what are your options? Oh wait, I don't want ZenMap. That's the GUI. Damn it! I'm thinking of. Give me another tool. That's why its syntax is identical. That's why I'm thinking its syntax is identical. Because it is Nmap. So Nmap. Let's use our menu. Initial access, reconnaissance. There we go. Network scanning, network information. Nmap, ZenMap, Recon NG. Yeah. Host info, no. Network info. There we go. Harvester, no. We don't have any fast. I thought there was a faster scanner than Nmap built in. Whatever. So let's say that there's not, and that we have done our research. What else is available? So let's do. Oh, we could do that. Let's go ahead and. Oh wait, so we said we were going to use the p-test standard. So p-test standard, and we go penetration test. Let's use here. So we've done our pre-engagement. We've done our intelligence gathering. Or we're doing it right now. We've got information gathering, board advanced, red team, full scope, whatever. Why not to do it? So what is it? This is when we try to get as much as we can about the target. Why would we do it? Well, there's a variety of reasons. We want to validate our security posture. What it is not, it's a variety of things it's not. So they're suggesting doing OSINT. Well, this isn't a public site, this is a private site, so there's no OSINT to be done in this scenario because it's a one-off host. We skip OSINT, and we can say locations, basic relationships are irrelevant. Logical, all irrelevant. Electronic, document metadata. Infrastructure access, NetBlocks owned. Yes. We've done this. We know which network blocks are owned. We're on the network, so we're kind of a little bit beyond this. Let's presume that we have a remote access. Let's play that. Let's play nice. We dropped in the corporate penetration testing environment, we have dropped a device that allows us to connect to their infrastructure. So let's presume this is a traditional corporate pen test, and I've drop shipped a small box that's going to provide a shell back into my infrastructure. So we don't have any purchase agreements to worry about. Nobody's buying my time. They could, however, fund this. Application usage, we know what's running in this environment. We know that we have port 53 available from our Nmap scan. ZMap, that's what I was thinking of. It's not ZenMap, it's freaking ZMap. ZMap. Oh, it's not installed. Let me double check that. Faster than mass scan. That should be it. Mass scan. Yep, there's mass scan. And it supports so mass scan P0 to 65535. 10, 0, 3, 5, rate, rate 10,000, need to do Soito, Dr. Sudo, so Sudo. And we look, and it takes about the same time. But the fact is, this runs faster over the freaking internet for some reason. I've not quite figured that out. I've not spent a whole lot of time thinking about it. I just know from experience. Nmap is great. It's horror slow. Mass scan is quick. And return to nothing. That's kind of funny. Looking at our Nmap results again. So let's see what mass scan options we're missing from our life. We want to provide a fair, balanced perspective here. Mass scan. Options. Cheat sheets are useful. Cheat sheet. If we're doing a red team, if we're doing a red team type doing a red team event, we failed because their IDS IPS is already exploding. If they have any next gen stuff, it's lit up. We like a Christmas tree. We're on their radar. And again, before we can finish babbling about it, InMap has returned. So in this scenario, we're not really being all that secretive about what we've got going on. We're not trying to be stealthy in the least, but let's see what happens next. So we've got those hosts up. Let's bring up our other host because it doesn't cost us anything but RAM. We're not worried about that right now. Where is our code? We are going to go to cd dot. We're going to cd into bind, and we're going to vagrant AT up that host. We have a similar challenge though, in that we want to make sure that host is also located in a place where we can get to it. So we are going to go copy pasta our stuff into the stuff. We're a Swedish chef today. Let's see. I haven't deleted the boilerplate from this, so boilerplate is intact. Whatever. Paste, enter, save, 2 letters. There we go. That looks pleasant, doesn't it? Yeah, that looks much more pleasant. Much more better. So we'll do that. We'll vagrant it up that way. And it should build our host using just another individual script. How about that? I mean, we're very honest about who the script came from. I'm not trying to drag him through the mud. It's the scripting methodology of the script by which we found some security issues that we took some security problems we took issue with. That we would like to correct the behavior. So I don't want to slap him on the wrist. I would much rather welcome him along for the ride if he's watching, listening. I would advise it highly, especially if somebody were tearing me down online. I'd be like, hey, what I do? And I would take a look into what behaviors or choices had led to such a decision as to rage, spend hours tearing apart a simple script that I used, that I wrote, probably forgot about, and published because I needed a blog post. I don't know. I'm suspecting. I'm projecting. But I can tell you this much: I've given Justin enough money that, he can hang tight and enjoy the ride. Trust me, it doesn't end horribly well for me because I'm sitting here and I'm flailing about for much of what we're doing. He could say he has absolutely no idea what he's doing, and one would be accurate if they made that statement. However, in the interest of time, we're going to return back to Robin Hand. So 10.02.15, 10.03.6. Like we said, we have both the NAT local and the NAT network. So the NAT local being, let's call it NAT local, is the host-only network that is allowed to communicate with me for the purposes of SSH. This other one is the IP. Conveniently, it reveals the IP address of the host, as well as is within the 3 dot network, so we can reach it from our testing box as well. So let's repeat our command for .6, and we should see similar results. However, we should see SSH located on another port. And fortunately, this doesn't take long to complete, partially because we're on a local network to itself. You can see the network traffic of the host is a lot higher than it was. Yeah, I don't know why I'm gesticulating at the screen, but here we are. Wherever you're at, there you are. Speaking support. And if we wanted, we could break it down even further and do another mass scan against it. We see 22 is still okay. So, despite the fact that the script tries to change the port that SSH is on, the fact is it doesn't. So SSH remains on 22 open, and DNS remains on 53 open. Similarly, let's run mass scan against 10.6. Should produce similar results because nothing has changed. Yeah. They're fairly identical hosts at this point, down to the configuration and the version of all the software that's running on them. We don't have a whole lot of differentiation. There's not an easy way to make a differentiation from between the hosts from the Nmap perspective. So let's look at what to do from this point. So we've run the hosts through the port scan. We determined that yes, there are ports. We could probably banner grab, and that's that -O. And it already gives us some hint as to the versioning. It's fingerprinted it and said, hey, this is definitely a Ubuntu host of some form. Consistent results are on here. SSH 7.2, ISC bind 910.3. Down here we got similarly 910.3 before ISC bind. So we can tell that for all intents and purposes, these two hosts that we have vagrant up are head-to-head in a dead heat. There's no differentiation between the hosts based solely upon what we've done. So the next step would be, of course, to either let's see. We could do one of two things. We could go the really ugly way or the really pretty way. Let's go really pretty real first. Really pretty real first. I need to drink again. Let's go pretty first. The pretty way to go about this is we've got our initial access completed. We could go do Metasploit if we wanted, but that's not very pretty. Well, actually, I love the ASCII art. It's very attractive. We could go do privilege escalation. We can't do that yet because we don't have privileges. Provincial access, we don't have any creds to crack. Discovery, though, we still definitely can do discovery. And we could do, since we ran mass scan, we ran Nmap, we ran net discover, so we knew what network we were within. TCP dump would do us fuck all for good. I mean, seriously, on this type of engagement, there's nothing to be gained from PCAPs. From a web application perspective, from a web application pen test or red team event, PCAPs are great. They're wonderful resources if you really need to go reassemble what you're looking through, and sometimes you do. Sometimes something happens with the web application that you're able to manipulate at a socket level, and you don't even have to worry about using a browser to get there. Num for Linux, we don't have any shares available. RPing we don't care about. AMAS, DNS enumeration network. I mean, we could run AMAS against it, but I know that we got nothing. We're on low power because we're running all these virtual machines that snarf battery. Let's think about this. I want to run Nessus against it. That's what I was thinking. Pretty wise would be Nessus, and that would be under. Gosh, where the hell is Nessus? What? Nessus is not installed. Okay, so you get the full ride. Yeah. So let's go out and install Nessus. I guess there's probably ZMap or something like that. ZMap. No Z. No Z. No ZMap. Is it no? What is the name of the open source? Let's look at that for a moment. Open source Nessus. Nikto. Nessus OpenVAS. What's Nikto? Nikto versus OpenVAS. Nikto was no. That's web only. Yeah. So we could run OpenVAS probably. Let's see if OpenVAS is installed. Run OpenVAS? Okay, that'll do. We can work with that. And of course the Call of Nature is phoning me. And I also need to go work out, so oh my. It's not doing anything. I'm going to presume that run. Brain not all the way engaged. We're going to have to pull down something. Because run OpenVAS doesn't do anything. We could go get OpenVAS. Come on. It used to be like built and already configured and running. You could easily get it started, but for now, I understand you're suffering from configuration debt. Yeah, what the hell? Why won't you go faster? Come on, computer. You can do it. Our internet is tanked, I believe. Yeah, so are we still streaming? Screaming. Are we still streaming? Yeah, we're still screaming. So, our triple Weber nets have clogged. Or I don't allow internet on this host. Is that it? Maybe we'll light up the Black Arch and drain our battery really fast. Again, we want to have this in the same network. Audio system network. No. Let's power off the host because we are on network. Settings. We'll flip it around. We'll go to network and we'll do network. Okay. And then start it. No, just start it. Come on. Yada yada. This could take a moment to get started. Yeah, I just caught out of the corner of my eye network was not NAT network. Pardon me. Allow. Okay. Accept. All the positive affirmative responses. And note that we are almost out of liquid, which means we are almost time to go work out, which means hack the planet. Oh my, come on. It should have something useful installed though. If it doesn't have OpenVAS or something of that nature, I'd be really disappointed. Cool, it's got a wired network connection. Why is it choking on me though? Why is it saved? How did I start? Did I stop all the machines? Start. How did I do that? I hit the wrong button. Okay. Come on. Go computer. Okay, now I'm confused. Our machines are dying. 16. It's only got a gig of RAM. This has got 2 gig of RAM, which is way more than it needs. Gig of RAM. I don't understand. What's the constraint? Is there a licensing issue? Filled the load of oh man. Build the load unit VGA NS Air console wrap. I don't get it. Let's start it again. Enter. Yeah. Thank you. Our waitress is very polite and professional and very patient with me, given the scenario. I am going to not go to the bathroom until this task is completed. Okay, Black Arch. Password by default. There's no reason why it should stop running. How much battery do we have? 4%. We're done. We're hosered. We are snookered. So I can barely read this. This is great. View. If I can't read it, you definitely can't read it. Come on. You won't even let me scale the damn thing. Black Arch. Can we just type in Open Bass? It doesn't have Open Bass installed. What about Nessus? No, neither. Nothing has Nessus installed, so this is game over. The computer's battery has checkmated us. I think we're done streaming, and I think I probably need to finish my drink, go work out, and reassess where I'm actually at, how I'm doing this. So thanks for following. Thanks for the enjoyment. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.